What's up, guys? Welcome back to Unbreakable Grind. It's your guy CJ back with another video. All right. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys one of my next big investment plays that I'm going to be doing. All right. I built two high-risk stock portfolios during 2020 just to do this play. All right. Just so I can do this play and diversify out and take advantage of the landscape of the current opportunities. All right. In one of my previous videos, I talked about how to always make money on investments, and I'm applying some of that strategy in this exact strategy right now. All right. I'm going to be bringing this strategy full circle in about 1 or 2 years, but I want to kind of get you guys seeing the thought process behind what I'm doing here. All right. So I built two high-risk stock portfolios starting in 2020 because we had the cruise lines were suffering and the airlines were suffering. All right. And hospitality also. You already know why. The pandemic going on, those things suffer. All right. I saw it as a tremendous opportunity to make a lot of money. All right. So what did I do? I dumped a lot of money in the freaking into the travel industry. All right. I dumped a lot of money and I diversified and for the sake of being safe. All right. I diversified. I blanketed the money. I know some companies might succeed, some might fail. At the end of the day, I put the most money in the companies that I had the most confidence in, but I did not put all my eggs in one basket. I blanketed over the market, and it was as simple as that. All right, I'm going to show you guys the first account and just show you how I kind of diversify over those different companies. All right, so if I go right here, I'm going to bring up my Robinhood account. Now, I'm going to block myself out right here for a second, just to show you guys. If you look right here, my first stock I have here, Boeing. Oops, go right here, Boeing. All right, so if I go to Boeing Airlines, if I go to how much I have in it, I have 17 grand in Boeing. All right, I'm not going to go through every one, but I just want to get you guys to see the general idea of this account. All right, so if I go down to, what is this? Delta Airlines, 31 grand. So apparently, I've done this research a while back, so I can't even remember my full analysis of all these, but at the end of the day, you guys can see what I chose and my level of confidence based upon the prices and how much I put in it. All right, so I've got a roughly 10,000 in Carnival Cruise Lines, and as you can see, I have Norwegian Cruise Lines here, and roughly 10,000. So as you can see, I'm literally blanketing a big portion of the travel industry, not putting all my eggs in one basket. And I'm going to get to the point really soon. All right, 4,000 in American Airlines, and I'll do one more. We'll do Royal Cruise Line, have 13 grand. All right, so that's not the only account. So as you can see right now, this account, of course, I have a couple of tech stocks in here and stuff like that, but I plan to only sell out of the travel stocks. And my goal is to sell out of these stocks within the next 2 years. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with the money. Now, I want you guys to first also understand that I bought these stocks in early 2020. Okay, I bought these stocks in early 2020, and I plan to sell out of them in roughly 2 years from now, which will be about 3 years. It's important that you hold stocks for at least 1 year, because if you don't, then you're going to get taxed at a higher rate. Okay, so it's considered an investment after 1 year, and that's the reason I at least hold for 1 year, but I'll be holding at least 3 years in this case. All right, so as you can see, that's the first account, and I blanketed over the travel industry. All right, let's go to the next example. So my next example, I'm going to pull up a Fidelity account. I have a high risk Fidelity account also. I was playing around with different brokerages. I actually already have another Fidelity brokerage account, and I just went ahead and created this brokerage account before I tried the Robinhood later. So that's why I have these two high risk brokerage accounts instead of one high risk brokerage account. All right. So with that being said, as you can see here, if I go down this portfolio, you see American Airlines. All right. Actually, let's see if we can get more information on screen. Got American Airlines there. American Airlines has made, you can see, where's the freaking prices? Actually, I need to scroll this down a little bit. 1 second. Just to make this easier on me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we got American Airlines in here. We've got some Boeing in here. We've got some Carnival Cruise Line in here. We've got some Royal Cruise Line in here. And you can see the profits right here. Here's my gain. 17 grand there. We've got 4 grand there. 12 grand there. But my whole point is, that's all you really need to see there. Now, my whole point is that, as you can see, these two accounts are blanketed over the cruise, blanketed over the travel industry. Okay, so I expect right now we've made, so that's about, both of those accounts together was about 500 grand. That's the value, current value right now. And I'm expecting to make roughly 200 grand within the next 2 years, based upon where I bought the stocks, where their healthy equilibriums are, and just pretty much kind of predicting when I expect things to kind of go back to normal. Okay, might even be better depending on, you guys know how the economy has been based on the new investment types and stuff like that. It's been so volatile, so there's a chance we can even do better. But either way, right, I expect to make 200 grand more on profit within the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, now that leads to the next part of the strategy. All right, so I've already bought the stocks. You get what I'm saying? I'm waiting for them to gain about 200,000 more in profit, and then I'm gonna pull my investment out in all of the freaking airlines and cruise line. I don't know why I can't remember to say travel industry. Either way, I'm gonna pull all that money out. All right, and when I pull all of that money out, guys, I'm gonna go into multi-family real estate. All right, I'm gonna go into multi-family real estate. I have $600,000 roughly in single family real estate. I'm gonna be going into multi-family real estate, and I'm gonna be going into a $2.5 million building. That's my goal. All right, a $2.5 million building. And why 2.5 million? Okay, it's simply a math equation for me. All right, I just think about, you know, what I thought about is what cash flow I would like to have if I had a multifamily unit paid off. All right, if I had a multifamily unit paid off. All right, and I took that number, and then I went and found the buildings that could do the number I needed. All right, so I said, okay, if I had a $2.5 million building paid off, and it's in this area, and I calculate the rents, how much would I be making passive income? And that's how I did it, as simple as that. So then I figured out how much the down payment I would want to do on a $2.5 million building. I want to do 500 grand. All right, and where am I gonna get the money from? I just showed you guys. All right, that portfolio, I'm expecting to pull out roughly $500,000. Now, if I don't hit the number that I need to actually pull the money out, I'll pad that with whatever money I need to from my own savings accounts or whatever I need to do to get the building. All right, so now that leads to my next part of the strategy. Let me see if I can pull this up for you. Yeah, here we are. Boom. All right, so what I'm on is loopnet.com, guys. Loopnet.com. So if you've ever heard of like Zillow is where you can buy real estate, usually single family type real estate. Loopnet is where you can buy commercial real estate, multifamily real estate, stuff like that. All right, so I'm gonna be going, so what I do is I study this site, all right, for my area. In my area, it's a complete seller's market. It is not a buyer's market by any means. There is no real estate available. Now, just me knowing my environment, knowing this market and being kind of linked into it, I know that we should have, within 2 years, we should have a buyer's market coming around. Okay, so I'm ready for that. Okay, I've got my stocks in line. I've got my prediction on where I should be as far as my returns on those stocks. I will have held those stocks for more than a year at that point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my money out of those stocks, and I'm going to go ahead and set up a down payment or put a down payment on a multifamily. So on loopnet.com, you can go here and you can check out multifamily properties. I really like this site, man. And you'll be surprised what you can get really great properties for. I just missed a $2 million building in one of the hottest areas of Midtown in my city. I missed it. And it was a 19 unit. I think it was 1 or 2 years old. It had 2 stores at the bottom of the freaking building. All right. I missed that opportunity, but I will not miss that opportunity again. You better understand me. Okay. I'm not buying anything but assets, but stocks, but saving. I'm not buying anything for I don't care how long until I get it. All right. Now, that's important to note too. I want to take a little aside here, right? If you're my whole goal for all of this, right? For all of the stocks, for all of the freaking the career and the freaking getting the money and investing it all, spending none of the money, but only on assets. My whole mindset is not even selfish. I'm doing this stuff. I'm really doing this stuff for the next generation. I plan to give a lot to the next generation. I promise you guys, all I want is a gym membership, healthy food, and a couple of people that love me, man. That's all I really want out of life. The rest of this stuff is because I simply love discipline. I love discipline. I love thinking about how I'm changing my bloodline's trajectory. I love that, man. I love the fact that I'm changing the life of people after me. I also love the fact that before I leave this place, I'll be able to help a lot of people. All right. So this is my next play to take things to the next level. All right. I'm always looking for a way to take things to the next level, but I'm not doing it for the sake of just having more cash. And that's the goal. So that I can acquire stuff. I don't really want stuff. Okay. I simply want to break barriers. And I want to break barriers because breaking barriers takes freaking discipline. And that's what I'm in the game for, discipline. All right. I love freaking discipline. All right, guys, back on track. So I'm going to find one of these builders. All right. And I'm not going to be too picky. My plan is to take the 500,000, get roughly a $2.5 million building. And I'm going to go from there. That's going to open up my new path in life. Well, I won't say my new path in life. That was extreme. Not my new path in life. This is going to open up a new investment door, a barrier that one of the barriers that I must bulldoze through in order to get to the next level. All right. So I've done the fundamental steps, just like I tell you guys. I went and got a good career early. Okay. Get a good career. I recommend a STEM major so that you can get your salaries high. I've done that. Next thing I did is I paid off all my debt. All right. Every single bit of stupid, dumb debt, I paid that off. That was the next barrier. Okay. The next barrier after that is freaking getting a safety net so no one can just kick you off of your plans in no stupid situation can just kick you off track. All right. So you have to do that. There's no other way. There's no other way, man. You have to do something. You have to do these steps. Okay. I was about to say you might have to know. You do have to. You have to get you that high value skill. You have to get yourself in high demand. You have to pay off your debt or you never can boss up. You will never be able to be financially independent because you have too much weight pulling you back. All right. And then after you pay off the debt, you've got to start investing. Okay. You just have to get in there and invest. Your worst investment is going to do better than your freaking best freaking consumer purchase. All right. You can go buy some consumer stuff and it's not going to add up to even your worst investment. You can get a bad deal on some real estate and the real estate is going to pass anything else you can buy that's a freaking liability. And that's how I live my life. I live my life on buying all assets freaking for the rest of my freaking life because I don't really need the material. All right. So with that being said, guys, I wanted to talk through this play because I want you guys to really see where my mind is and what I'm trying to do next. All right. It's important that you always try to break through barriers and identify what is the barrier holding you from your next level. You have to identify what is the barrier separating me from my next level. Because if you don't identify that, you'll be distracted wondering, what should I do with my life? Where should I invest in stocks? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do this? You need to identify exactly what's holding you from getting to your next level. Okay. If you don't have a skill yet and you're out here chasing around playing and you're trying all these different things to see what you like, forget what you like. Okay. Find out what the industry needs. Google high demand jobs, Google high demand careers, Google high value jobs, Google high value careers, high paying careers, high demand career. Those are the ones you need to get. If you don't get one of those, it's going to be harder than it needs to be to do very well. Okay. Now, if you've already done that and you have debt, well, you'll never be able to boss up. You'll never be able to take risks because you'll have too much baggage. You'll have all this freaking baggage and you won't be able to invest. You'll be scared. You'll be working a job as a slave, a debt slave. Look it up. You'll be a debt slave. You won't be able to invest and you won't be able to be patient with your investments and yourself to let your stuff grow. So you have to pay off the debt next. Okay. And then after you pay off that debt, you finally can get to building yourself some level of safety net. And then you're going to invest like you're crazy, bro. You're going to invest like you're crazy. All right. And if you have the discipline to do all of this freaking work and get no gratification for it, besides the fact that you know you did what it takes to take your family and your people to the next level. If you have the audacity, the gall, the freaking ability to focus and do that, then you are going to be a winner. You're going to be a winner. People around you are going to be wondering how you get this freaking money. There are people wondering, how in the world are you doing this? Something sketchy about you. You know, it's something weird going on. There is something weird going on. It's the weird thing that's going on is that I freaking live off this much money and I maximize my income to this freaking much. And I put it all into assets. And I think of ways to take advantage of the push and pulls of the markets. And it's that simple, guys. All right, it's that simple. Now, I know I jumped around a bit, but this is to kind of give you, I wanted this video to be the kind of the wide, broad picture of how I think when it comes to a lot of these things. And also, I wanted you guys to see what I see as the next barrier I need to break through in order to get to the next level. Because I'll be using these buildings as tax write-offs. I haven't even gotten into the tax write-off game. So for me to get to the next level, I need to I'm trying to get to paying zero taxes. You ever hear the rich guys paying no taxes? That's one of my current goals. My current goals for the short term is to get to where I'm paying no taxes. All right. None at freaking all. Will I get there? I don't know. But I know that building is going to be all kinds of write-offs. All right. And it's that simple. I'm going to use that building. I'm going to get all kinds of write-offs. I'm eliminating all my W-2 incomes. All right. I'm only going to be working through LLC type 1099 type contracts so that I have to pay so that I can write things off and avoid taxes. All right. And it's all game. It's all strategy. All right. If you like this content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. I'm going to be coming to you guys with all kinds of game, right? I'm coming to you guys with all kinds of game, man. I'm so excited that I can actually help some people with this information, some information that I have not been able to get. I haven't been told most of this. I just sat and I studied and I focused. And I accumulated the knowledge way faster than I expected to. And what I found out, man, is it's really, really, really simple to do extremely well, but it's extremely hard because no one typically has the discipline. No one typically has the discipline, man. Why is it? It's so simple to get in shape, right? All you have to do is move freaking weights. It's that simple, and eat the right food. But almost no one's in shape. We have one of the most out of shape countries on earth. And we are freaking one of the richest countries. Think about that. That's how undisciplined we are. That we can't even, for the sake of longevity of our life, work out. We can't even do it as something as simple as work out. For the sake of extending our lifespan and how comfortable we are in our own body. So that tells you how many people will really dedicate large amounts of energy just for making more income for the next generation. All right. So if you're one of those people, man, stay focused. All right. It's going to be a lonely, lonely path because you got a lot of work to do and you got a whole lot of credit to not get. You're not going to get much credit for it. The credit comes later, so much later, man, when this stuff snowballs. I was looking at freaking Warren Buffett's trajectory. The freaking crap is so flat. Look at Warren Buffett's wealth trajectory. Freaking flat all the way up to like 40 and it just explodes. That doesn't mean he didn't have a lot of money. Warren Buffett at 30 years old had a net worth of $1 million. that I literally look at Warren Buffett's net worth to figure out what I need to hit. Will I hit it every year? I don't freaking care if I do it. No, let me put it this way. I'm trying to hit it every freaking year. Okay, right now I'm hitting it. I understand that in the past, $1 million was worth more. So he really was ahead of me. But number for number, I'm still keeping up with him, at least right now. All right. So I have to figure out something to go to the next level really, really soon if I want to keep up with Warren Buffett's trajectory over his lifespan. But I use that as a metric to keep me competitive. I'm literally competing with Warren Buffett's numbers. All right. And whether you guys think I'm going to be able to succeed on that or not, I really don't care. If you know, all I care about is that I'm holding myself accountable and I'm doing the work. All right. And that's what I really want to see you guys doing, man. So at the end of the day, guys, shout out to y'all for liking the content, following me, man. I'm excited. I keep rambling on because I'm so freaking excited. I'm going to cut off the video and I have to talk to you guys in the next one, man. Peace.